good day and welcome to another episode of It's a Long Road, the Rambo series podcast. Rambo 3, Nothing is Over, episode 3. It's a pleasure to be here with a special guest, Charlie. Charlie, how you doing?
Doing good, man. Thanks for having me.
Well, thanks for being so eager and willing to come on the podcast. I found your show, or at least the show that you were on with the Elite Action podcast where you guys were talking Rambo 3. I had your friends J-Man and Owen. They were the first two guests, and you're guest number 3 from that podcast. I really enjoyed your guys' discussions on Rambo 3, and so far, 3 for 3, you guys have all come on to this little series I'm doing, so thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, we had a blast with that. So it's awesome that other people are searching out Rambo 3 content out there. So
yeah, it is awesome. Rambo 3 is a fun film. But before we get to the film discussion and Rambo discussion, let people know where they can find you on the web.
I am part of the Action Elite panel that we do the War Room every Wednesday on YouTube at 8 o'clock. Almost every Wednesday. We do take breaks, but I'm on there with Owen and J-Man. But I also have a podcast called Give Me Back My Action and Horror Movies, where we alternate every other week, action and horror. And we also have a secondary show on the same channel called B Action, where we do like the lesser known, the Dudikoffs, the stuff like that.
Nice.
And we talk about movies over there. And I got a Facebook group for the Give Me Back My Action movies, and kind of the same feel you got, where you want to remember these old movies and find people that like them just as much as you do. That's what I've been doing. Been doing it for about 5 years now. So
hey, nice. Yeah, 2 peas in a pod. That's fantastic. Hey, look, we're wearing the same color shirt almost. Look at this.
Hey, what? Yeah, gotta rock some green. You know,
It's the Army green.
Like Owen said, there's nobody making action t-shirts. You know,
Right.
It's like you got to go online and find them. I actually had my wife make me an Iron Eagle one the other day because I was
Nice.
like, I need an Iron Eagle shirt. No reason, just need it.
I know it's a cliche question, but I'm curious.
Sure.
You mentioned horror. What's your go-to horror film or franchise that you love? And what's a new one that you've enjoyed?
Oh crap, new ones kind of are hit or miss with
Yeah.
me. The Substance is the most recent one that
Man, I want to see it because I like Demi Moore and I've heard it. But I have a hard time with. I'm a huge fan of horror films, but I have a hard time with like body. What do you call it?
well, it's like body horror, but it's very gross.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard what happens if that, but I don't know if I could. I don't know if I have the stomach. It's like Tusk. I'm curious to see the movie Tusk, but it's the same thing. You know what I mean?
I hate movies like Terrifier. They just don't do anything for me.
Yeah, they don't do anything for me.
And really, really artsy ones, I'm not really a fan of that either. That's why I watch 80s and 90s
Yeah, that's
movies
true.
and early 2000s. But my favorite, like horror movies, it's going to be like Christine, John Carpenter's.
Interesting.
That's probably my all-time favorite horror movie. It's a car. It gets on
Yeah.
fire later and it kills people. So it's just right up my alley.
Oh, that's awesome. They've seen everything Stephen King. Yeah, I love Stephen King horror. That's my kind of horror too. There's another horror movie. Who is it starring? Some very notable people. I just saw the not trailer, but the poster. I think their bodies are intertwined or something. I'll send it to you after. I was
Send
like,
it to me after.
I was like, gross. I don't know if the poster was too much, and that's what I mean. So I love like the Halloween movies, of course, Friday the 13th, Freddy Krueger. Like I enjoy that kind of fun, maybe a little campy, I guess. But we're actually watching right now with me and my kids. Don't worry, they're of age. The ones that are of age, we're watching the Scream franchise, and that's fun.
Those are good.
Fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I've made it to 5, but my wife and daughter have obviously watched all of them except for like the most recent one that came out.
Yeah, part 6 is out.
Yeah,
And it's funny. My daughter, she wants to watch the Scream movies because, and my boys like watch them anyways, but for Jenna Ortega, she's like, Jenna Ortega's in it. So we're going through the whole thing just so we get to Jenna Ortega's, which is Scream part 6. So yeah.
That's pretty much my daughter. She's like, I like horror now. And we started slow, and then all of a sudden she'll just watch these. She watched The Shining, and even I sat there going,
great movie.
Yeah, I don't really want to watch this again. I've seen it already.
I've seen it a few times.
They watch it and they're like, we get it, Dad. We understand why. Yes, like just not my kind of horror.
Yeah, I like that type of. Yeah, Shining's a good example of even the first Alien movie, that kind of horror type stuff where it's intense.
It's a mood. Yeah,
it's a mood. That's right. It doesn't have to just be blood and guts necessarily. That's why the first Halloween is so good. Very little blood in that whole movie.
Yeah.
All right, awesome stuff. Okay, well, this is exciting. So let's start with the man himself, Sylvester Stallone. Do you have a fandom? What is your fandom of Mr. Stallone?
Right off the bat, I absolutely love Stallone. Stallone is my favorite action star.
Nice.
I love Schwarzenegger. I love Van Damme. I
Yeah.
love all these guys. They're my Mount Rushmores. But Stallone, for some reason, has a ton more range with his movies from, the Rockies, the Rambos, everything. And he's in my all-time favorite action movie, Demolition Man.
You know, it's funny. Just before you said it, my brain went, is you going to say Demolition Man? And we're on the same pathway.
Yeah. Demolition Man poster hanging out.
Nice.
For a long time, I wouldn't answer that question. I'd be like, I like a lot of, it depends on the mood. I like Predator. I like this.
Well, Predator is a near perfect film in general.
And that's true. And there's a difference. It's kind of like picking your favorite kid.
Yeah.
But if it gun to my head, you're like, what is your favorite action movie? You're like, Demolition Man has everything. Has everything I want.
Action comedy, sci-fi.
Yeah. It's violent. It's fast cars in a futuristic setting with electric cars, and a great villain, great protagonist and a great supporting cast. So
totally agree. Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, it's fun. That movie, it should have, sometimes I feel bad for Sly. It's not his fault, because it's just when you're born. Sometimes I wish the younger Sly could be in today's technology of film, if that makes sense, because we have such great special effects at our fingertips now, where we can do stuff that we couldn't do in the 90s. Now, there's a great aesthetic. I'm not talking about, I understand there's a real, like, we're talking about the Rambo films, for example.
The practical,
Rambo films, Rambo films don't need special effects. I'm not talking about that. No. That's why I love the Mission Impossible films, because Tom Cruise tries to do very much as practical as he can with very little CGI. He basically just CGIs out the safety cables, essentially.
Agreed.
So that being said, though, there's a film like Demolition Man, is what I'm getting at, would benefit from CGI of today. Is all. That's
I think it would. Although I still really enjoy sitting there going, they did this.
They did that. You're right. There's something to that.
I'm looking at is there. They built the cars. Yeah. There's a frozen Sylvester Stallone out there in the world somewhere.
Dude, I know. I see.
It was at a Planet Hollywood or something, and you could look.
It was sold. I think it was sold.
Hanging out.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I don't mean to put you on the spot, but
no, go ahead.
You don't have to answer if you don't want to. But can you list every movie, or as many as you can, where Sylvester Stallone showed his buttocks?
Oh, good Lord. You might as well ask me that about JCVD, because then I could have been like all of them. But I'm pretty sure he does it. Well, in Rambo 1, obviously, he does it in Demolition Man.
Yeah.
I want to say he does it in Lockup.
You know what's funny? I don't know.
I don't think remember.
He does. It's funny you bring up another prison movie. I think that might be the one prison movie he doesn't show his ass.
It's very possible. I can't remember, because I think he was already in prison, so there's not like an intake scene.
That's right.
Of that one, because it kind of starts right off there. I don't know if he ever did in a Rocky movie, maybe the first one.
Yes, Rocky 5. Remember the shower scene?
Oh, so I have watched all of the Rocky movies at least once, except for part 4, which I watch all the time. So that's kind of my history with Rocky. I love them. They're not action movies.
No, they're not. They're not.
Except for part 4 could.
Well, yeah, right.
You could have some arguments for it, but I'm due for a rewatch, and
Rocky 5 starts with him in the shower. It's why he got rated PG-13 for something. He showed his buttocks. It was a side view. Yeah. Tango Cash. He showed it.
Tango Cash in the shower scene. Both of them do.
And of course, don't forget the movie he did with Sharon Stone.
Oh, was it The Specialist?
Yeah, he had a love scene with her in the shower.
Did he in Judge Dredd too?
Judge Dredd, I don't think so. And Demolition Man, I don't even know if they had that simulated sex scene where the AI, or what do you call it, internet sex scene.
Yeah, you don't see anything on that one, but his butt's in the ice, so that's true. Frozen butt in that.
We see fake Sly butt in that one.
Fake Sly.
And then of course, Party at Kitty and Studs. I think we should never forget that.
Never forget. He wants to, but never forget that.
I think we listen to. Let us know, folks, in the comments, if we missed a film where Mr. Sylvester Stallone shows his butt.
Yeah.
And at the time of this recording, he turns 78 tomorrow.
That's his birthday.
Or 78 tomorrow? Or 79. I think it's July 6th. So we're recording this on July 5th.
He does not look it.
Yeah, he looks good for his age. I mean, I guess he's got a little bit of work done, but it's not too, like, what I mean? Some people can get it where they are almost like, who are you?
Yeah. He's not unrecognizable. He's definitely aging, but he still has that muscle mass to him. You can tell he was a big dude. Yep. So I got to catch up on Tulsa King. I need to watch the second one.
It's a fun show. It's legit. Objectively, it's a good show. I'm
season 1. I really, really enjoyed. I just need to watch the second one. But he did a post the other day about finishing up 3, and I was like,
I think it was renewed for 4th. It was renewed for a 4th.
Is it renewed?
Yeah.
God, awesome, man.
Yeah. So he does turn before, again, people at me in the comments. Again, I'm a Sly fan, but doesn't mean I have every stat of the.
Oh God, no, we can't.
Yeah.
There's too many people to remember.
Yeah, I
and
know.
Directors and God, no.
I can't even remember my kids' birthdays. This is embarrassing. I think I know Sly's birthday better than some of my children. So he turns 79 July 6th.
79.
79. Born in 46. Yeah. You know what's crazy, brother, is that he's getting to that age. Like,
Scary.
Yeah, it's the reality is when you start hitting 80, whether you're Stallone or just a schlub like us, you're knocking a little bit at the door.
And it don't matter anymore. I mean, Michael Madsen just passed away, and he was only in his mid 60s.
67, I think it was.
The guy that played Victor Von Doom in the Fantastic Four movies
cancer.
just passed.
And cancer don't care. Cancer don't care what age you are.
It don't care. It don't care at all. So yeah, you never know.
Yeah, well, Sly's, I would say this though, in all seriousness, like you could at least say he's lived a pretty full life.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Now we're talking about, of course, the Rambo franchise. Before we get to Rambo 3 talk, of course, I know a little bit, but our listeners might not know your fandom. But what's your overall fandom of the franchise?
Used to be, I would say, Rambo 2, Rambo 3, and Rambo 1 as far as how I would watch them. No. So I would always watch part 2 that's rolled into part 3. And then I'd be like, okay, yeah, because Rambo 1, First Blood, is a great movie, but it's not exactly what I would call a Rambo movie when you're talking about the character. Yeah. It's a fantastic movie about PTSD and veterans and stuff like that. So I enjoy it, but not on the same level I enjoy part 2 and part 3. But now, as I've gotten on and I've watched it more, I really think I have way more fun with part 3. And
that's awesome. I think
I enjoy it a little bit more than part 2. Part 2 is fantastic. It's a 10 out of 10. So's part 3. So
I know, I love it. No, it's funny how part 3 is really maligned. I don't know why.
No clue.
Is it because he helped the Taliban?
I think there might be a little connotation there, but at the time it was okay. It was, we had no idea about it, but even then, I don't know. I think it may because it was the third one. No one, even wanted to give it the chance. But if you watch it, this is the one where they decided to add a little bit of comedy to him a little bit. They really upped the action. I mean, the progression of action from 1, 2, and 3, it's like a scale that goes straight up in the air of how much they ramp it. And part 3, I remember when I was watching it, I was 14 or 15. And I was glued to it when Dad would bring home Rambo 3. That was a teenage boy's movie right there. Part 2 was like, this is really cool, but it's kind of serious, right, Dad? Like, he's saving people. Part 3's like, I'm killing everyone. I don't care who's in my way, and I'm blowing up everyone.
Yeah, it had a Rambo on a horse.
Yeah, right. Rambo played sports. Rambo in a helicopter. It's so much fun. So much fun.
I totally agree. I think Rambo 3 over time has grown. Put this way, Rambo 3 has grown over time. I liked it more. Like I've liked it more over the years, whereas the fourth Rambo film I've liked less over time.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I've mentioned a few. I don't want to bore my listeners who've been with me on my whole journey, but speaking to you, of course, just briefly, it was just too short. It was incomplete. It felt like an incomplete film. The 50 cal scene, we all love it, man. We love the hamburger ground beef scene in the Jeep. Who doesn't like that shot?
It was amazing.
And then he takes out all those people with the 50 cal. But then it's like, roll credits. I'm like, what? That's it?
Yeah.
You think about Rambo 3. What do we have? We have all the things we love about Rambo. He's on a horse. He's in a tank, or he's in a helicopter. Then he's doing stealth missions. All these things are happening, right?
Yep.
Rambo 4 has nothing. Nothing happens. He does 150 cal sequence and the shootout on the boat, and then he guts the leader guy behind a tree. And that was it.
Yeah. It feels like they didn't know how to end it without disparaging people that actually do go on missionary work. Really, at the end of it, it easily should have ended with, this is your fault. You did this and this is your fault now. And you can't really do that. Even though he's yelling at them earlier in the movie, it kind of really sinks the nail into their heads of, this is your fault for meddling and shit you shouldn't do. Can I cuss on this one?
Yeah.
I cussed a lot on the, actually.
I want you to speak naturally, but yes.
I won't do as much as I do on that because it's live. They can't edit me over there. I feel like he probably was like, there's only a way I can end this is if I end up shitting on a lot of people. And Rambo's already in solitude and he's already tried to find his peace and war still found him. How do you end it?
Yeah, I just wanted more. That's all. I think everything with the movie
Yeah.
was fine and fantastic. What I've said is after he did the 50 cal sequence, you should just tack on another. The movie is only 80 minutes long.
Yeah,
You should
it's
just tack
short.
on another 20 minutes of him going to the boss dude gets away, let's say, and then he goes to his encampment, and then he does another stealth mission with hand-to-hand combat to get to the boss guy. That's all.
I mean, it would have been cool, but he also realized he's getting older, so it's
Wait,
a lot
with the
easier.
Last Blood, he does it.
Last Blood is Rambo movie in name only. Last Blood is Friday the 13th at the end of that movie. It is straight up a horror movie. I don't.
You like horror, so
Oh yeah, I like horror, but I also, to
funny.
me, that was just not Rambo. It can be John Rambo, but that movie's not Rambo at all. I like it. I do watch it. I own it.
Of course, I have thoughts on it, and part of it is the aesthetic. Now, I understand he would look almost ridiculous. He almost looked ridiculous with long hair in part 4. I think they should have given him like your beard. They should have given him a beard. I think if he had a beard with a little bit of rough hair, not long, but just kind of unkempt hair, I think that would have helped with a cowboy hat and everything like that. And then what they should have done is reversed it. He should have done the killing instead of on his ranch in Mexico. I think he should have done all of it in Mexico. I think he should have done the whole cartel in Mexico. Right. Having them come to his house and him set up the traps, and then they should have ended because Dennehy was still alive at the time. So he goes back, he gets arrested or something. Let's say he gets arrested for what he does. Like he doesn't care anymore because he has no family left at this point. So this is his last blood. So he goes to Mexico, he just destroys it. He kind of walks across the border, and he's then arrested by the officials, taken back to the States, and now he really is in jail for what he did in Mexico. And Denny, he visits him in jail. They kind of have a peaceful out, and something like that would have been.
I think that would have been great. My other thought is it all should have stayed on the ranch. He never should have went to Mexico. There should have been some type of antagonistic thing that happens that comes
like
to
the Hatfield and McCoys, maybe.
I mean, a little bit of Hatfield McCoy, or it could have still been cartel centric, but they're in
the
Texas
States,
anyway, and make it more about him trying to be home. And now this battle has come to his home.
I like that too. Okay, so don't even cross borders. Don't
even cross borders, and then make the tunnels that much more impactful because you can still have that whole thing. But now instead of going down, because he goes down there, he gets his ass kicked. He does everything he never would have done beforehand. None of that was military. None of that was tactful. It might as well had like Charles Bronson or Bruce Willis playing that role.
I know you're right. It was oddly a missed opportunity. Look, we're just spitballing. That took us 10 minutes maybe. It's odd that people in Hollywood, Sly included, who wrote the film, why couldn't they spitball what we just did? Why is this so hard? Why do people in Hollywood have a hard time just giving fans what they want?
Overcomplication half the time. He had a thought about, I want to talk about human trafficking and cartels. So I got to go to Mexico to do that. I haven't been to Mexico as far as the character yet. I'm going to go there. Well, guess what? You haven't been in the United States except whenever you got in trouble in the first one. So stay there. You're on the border of it. You can still involve Mexico in it and get your vision out there. But I think he gets too lost in his own sauce. He's always been like that. And he's directed almost every movie he's been in, regardless of what the name says.
I know.
Poor Cosmatos, man. I don't think that man's ever directed a movie on his own. He's always the lead actor in it. Tombstone.
I love
Cobra,
it. Yeah, Kurt Russell. Yeah, Kurt Russell directed Tombstone. I wish I could have had George P's career. where I put my name on it, I get paid for it. Hey, Kurt, come in. I'm going to sleep in today. You go direct.
No, I'm running a little late today. I'll see you Friday. That's how late I'm running today.
I feel bad for any director that directs Stallone. It's a name only, right? What's his name? Peter McDonald or whatever, who directed part 3. What has he done? Peter McDonald.
Maybe TV afterwards. I don't think he did a movie after it. I never actually even looked to see who directed part 3.
Yeah, it's a guy named Peter McDonald.
Because you would think at that point it's Stallone just I'm doing a third one, and then we're going to do it this way,
So Peter McDonald. So here's his filmography.
Yeah.
So Rambo 3 was his first film. Can you believe it?
Holy crap. That's a brave man.
Well, then he produces Tango and Cash. Then he directed Mo Money.
Wow.
Then he did an episode of the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles. Then he directs Neverending Story 3. Then he did an episode of Tales of the Crypt called Escape. And then he directed Jean-Claude Van Damme in Legionnaire.
Oh, okay. Not
And
terrible, but not great.
then he directed the movie The Extreme Adventures of Super Dave. He directed that.
Huh.
And then his last film was 2001, where he directed The Monkey King or The Lost Empire. What
Is that the Jackie Chan one?
No, it's Russell Wong and Bai Ling, and Thomas Gibson was from Dharma and Greg at the time.
Oh, okay.
What a weird career.
That's wild. It makes no sense. It's like he's hopping and zigzagging to genre from movie to television, from movie to television.
He was a second unit director in a lot of stuff, so that might have been his bread and butter a little bit. Like, to be fair to him, he was second unit director in the Harry Potter films.
Okay.
He was even a second unit director in Guardians of the Galaxy in 2014.
Okay, well then maybe that's what he liked doing anyway. Less stress on you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I love it. Oh, he was a camera operator on Superman 2 and Superman 1. There you go.
So he's a man that could do everything then. He's well done around whatever position they needed to put him in. So,
and he's still alive and well. He was born in 57, so that would make him, so he's 68 right now. All right. Huh. So he started young. Good for him, actually, then.
Good job.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so here we go. You ready? Ready for the trivia?
Ready.
Question: when did you last see this film?
Actually, I watched it a couple of weeks ago because we're covering it at the end of July as part of our month of action on my podcast. And before you even brought all this up, it was on my list. We did Rambo 2 last year. So we take July and the entire month is nothing but action movies.
Nice.
No horror, nothing. And I'm ending it with Rambo 3. A couple of months ago, I watched it and I'll be watching it again here in a week or two. I like to watch it right before we talk.
Oh, yeah.
So.
I admit I still haven't seen this in a while, so I mean this has been the theme this whole. I'm going to have to watch at least the fourth and fifth film again before I do trivia, just because of the 5 films. Of course, the latest films I've seen the least, just because they came out when I was an adult. But when I was a kid and a teenager, I'd watch the original trilogy numerous times. Right?
Oh, constantly. I own them all. I actually thought when you first got introduced to us through Owen that you just jumped around whatever Rambo movie, so there was like no way to even know what you were going to ask. And I was like, that sounds really fucked up, but okay, let's do it.
One of the listeners of the show, but on his own, he's a fellow Canadian. He's a teenage boy now, so he's about 13, 14 when he did this. He did it for the Rocky films, the Rocky trivia book.
Nice.
His name is Rocco Mujahideen. I can't say his last name. I'm sorry, Rocco. He always knows it, butchers it. So this is a hardcover version of the Rocky trivia. And then he did it for the Rambo films. So when I finished the Rambo films, he sent me an email. And he says, you might have a little bit more work to do. I'm sorry, because I'm doing a Rambo book. And I actually had the privilege to write the forward.
Heck yeah.
See, I can't see it, but I wrote that forward in his book. He asked me to do that for him. So that was really sweet of him.
Is that on Amazon or something?
Yes, it is. So you can buy it on Amazon.ca or .com. It's called the Rambo Trivia Book.
Awesome. I'll look at it.
Yeah, Owen was actually kind enough to plug it on his Action Elite podcast page as well.
Heck yeah.
So thanks, Owen, for that. Okay, so here we go. Question 1 for us, but question 21 for this film is who does Troutman wish to be interrogated by rather than Zason? Okay. How many years has the sector been under control by the Russians? Oh, boy.
Ooh.
With anything regarding numbers, it's whoever's closest. You can go over. It doesn't matter. It's just whoever's closest. But if it's a tie, it's whoever didn't go over. Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah. What is Rambo doing when Troutman finds him? Okay. Sorry.
Oh.
I know. Well, hey, I'll take the give-me's, man.
Hey, we'll take them. How
many men are living in the last village in the valley? Whoa. How many men are living in the last village in the valley? There's a lot of expose in this film. When I go through this film, each episode, I go to the film and I pull the clips with the answers. It's my way of like, it's a little bonus so people could hear the answers that we talk about. So I do end up seeing parts of the film as I go through it because I'm looking for the scene. And I noticed there's a lot of exposition in this film, just about the history of this part of the world.
Yeah, everything that they're explaining with the Afghans and all that stuff. It's so much the info dump is what happens on that.
It's good history.
Village. Holy crap. I'm throwing a dart.
Yeah, I'm throwing a dart too.
I'm throwing a dart.
The only good thing about the number ones, the ones that require a number value, is that there will be a winner. Somebody will get a point. How many years has Afghanistan been fighting to get the Stinger missiles? I'm going to almost use the same number I used for how long they've been under control. So it's got to be Well,
yeah, yes, oh, yeah.
yeah, the Stinger missiles.
Where are the missiles?
Yeah, I put on my Twitter that scene where Troutman and Zayson are talking, and you can plug and play any nation regarding that whole talk about who's the good guy, who's the bad guy, why we're doing this to each other. It's a fascinating piece of dialogue and seeing that Sly actually wrote, but it's amazing the conflict that's happening in this film. And in theory, that was happening before the film. It's funny, the conflict that's happening in Russia and Afghanistan got resolved just before the film got released.
Yes, it did.
But it was still a issue at the time.
It was a tender subject for a lot of people.
Oh, yeah. But what's interesting, you plug and play, I'm not going to name any countries, but you go ahead and plug and play other conflicts in there, and it fits. It's crazy how much it fits. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
How far away from the village is the nearest doctor? We're getting a lot of number ones. I love you, Rocco, but the number ones are the hardest ones to find when I scrub the film because I'm looking for that dialogue.
And there's two different ways they do it. It's either in kilometers or days walk. Sometimes it's like, which way did they go with that?
All right. Yeah, actually, let's do both. Yeah, good call.
Yeah, it's just because I think it's get brought up once in a while.
Who is the man that can help Rambo the most with the fort directions? Jeez, Rocco. Sorry, man, you got a hard one.
Who can help him the most?
I think J-Man got a little bit easier ones than you.
I think he did. With the fort directions?
So somebody can help Rambo with the fort directions. I'm just going to guess somebody, but...
Yeah.
What possible way out of the fort is there if Rambo makes it in? So if he gets in, how does he get out?
Yeah.
Call an Uber?
Right. Call a camel?
I'm just guessing on this one. Boy. I kind of feel like I should have rewatched this, but because I've started not rewatching this film, I feel like
you got to see it through now.
I got to be pained all the way through, and it gives my guess the upper hand.
A little edge, even though I really thought it was just random Rambo movies, so I didn't watch it.
Oh, that's hilarious! Why does Rambo refuse to go to Afghanistan with Troutman? Okay, this is a little bit vague-ish, but I think why does Rambo refuse? This one could be kind of a paraphrase. What was the general?
Yeah.
And last question, well, this is 50-50. True or false? While Rambo is fighting, he loses his necklace. Okay. All right. Drum roll, please. You ready for the answers?
Yeah, let's hit it.
Who does Troutman wish to be interrogated by rather than Zayson? Yeah. What did you say?
Russian superiors.
Yep, that's what I said. Superiors, yeah.
If I'm going to be interrogated, I want to be interrogated by your superiors.
Out here, I have no superiors.
Okay, 1 for 1.
Yeah.
Nice. I already saw the answer. Sorry, I got to bang on. How many? Okay. Yeah, I got to bang on. How many years has the sector been under control by the Russians? What did you say?
I put 15 years.
It's 5.
This sector has been under total control for over 5 years.
5? Wow, I thought it was...
What is Rambo doing when Troutman finds him?
Come on, man. That's what this movie is most known for, is stick fighting at the beginning.
Now, to be fair to Rocco, I had a feeling he might have answered this 2 ways. What was he doing in the village?
Okay, well, he was helping the monks, but if you go when he found him, he was stick fighting when he found him.
Yeah, that's right. I put stick fighting as well, but Rocco put working on the roof on the mall. But keep in mind, he was 13 when he did this, but he was saying...
You want to tell me about it?
About what?
About how yesterday I see you stick fighting in a warehouse in Bangkok.
You saw that?
Yeah. And today I find you working in a monastery.
They let me live here and I help out fixing things.
And the stick fighting?
I just do that for a little extra money.
Yeah, I saw you give it to the monks.
You see a lot.
That's what he was doing in the village, but Rocco will allow it. Yeah.
I think we're going to count that because he was also stick fighting for the monks.
That's right.
He gave them the money. So
as Rambo would, he's such a benevolent person. He gives them money. I always like to help Rocco. How I would have worded that question is, what was Rambo doing in the village? I think that's what he's missing.
He needs to say,
In
what
the-
was he doing at the monk temple when Troutman
right.
found him? And
Yeah.
that would be the roof, because it's
Yeah.
second time he's fixing the wagon wheel.
That's right. I just love how Rambo's doing all this manual. He's fixing the wagons.
It's simple stuff, man. I mean,
I love it. He's using his muscles for good.
That's his muscles for good.
Muscles for good. All right. How many men are living in the last village in the valley?
I threw a dart. I put 500.
I threw a dart and I said a 100. Oh my God, 100.
It's the last village in the valley. About 100 men here.
Golly.
I just guessed. I have not seen this film in a while.
Didn't they talk about like the horsemen and stuff like that came later? I was like,
yeah. The horse was supposed to be like, was it 10,000 or something? They mentioned the horses. That was
might have been.
I think it was a question with Owen and I.
Oh, I should have got to that point. Of course, then I would have put 1,000. So
that's actually one. Yeah. Question 8 was, how many horsemen are waiting at the border and what are they waiting for? I put 50 for my answer.
Oh, yeah.
And the answer is 10,000.
Golly.
Okay. How many years has Afghanistan been fighting to get the Stinger missiles? Now, remember, I said they've been under control for 5 years was my guess. I got it right. But I made my time less, thinking, well, maybe they haven't had the missiles the whole time. So what was your answer?
I put 5 years for that one because I was trying to remember like when Stinger missiles became a thing that they would have wanted them.
Well, my friend, you got it closer. It was actually 9 years.
Oh,
I put 3. So there you go.
All right. I'll take it.
Yep.
I assume that you're out of touch with the current status of the war. But after 9 years of fighting, the Afghan forces are now getting shipments of Stinger missiles and are beginning to hold their own against airstrikes.
How far away from the village is the nearest doctor?
So I did 500 kilometers or 5
Hang on.
walk.
He's the only doctor for 500 kilometers.
Yeah, math. I love math. No, not really.
That's it. That's the answer. 500 kilometers. Bang on.
Oh, heck yeah. I'm more happy about that than anything.
Well, that's pretty good. I put 10 miles, and then for days walk, I put 2 days. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. I think you can walk 10 miles in a day.
Because I remember the kid asked Rambo, like, how far away is Arizona? And he's like, 2 years walk. And there's another thing where he's like, how far away are we from the village when him and the other guys on their way there for the first time? And I think he said it was like 2-3 hours or something like that, but it was only 10 miles away when you did the math. I don't know. Awesome. I'll take five.
Well, I didn't get this one right at all. Who is the man that can help Rambo the most with the fort directions? I meant the guy with the beard, but I forget his name. That's what it meant.
I couldn't remember his exact name, but the Russian defector that was in the camp.
Oh, you're right. That makes sense. Of course. Yuri.
Who's that?
His name is Yuri. He's Russian.
Deserter?
He calls himself a defector. There are many like him. He's the one who can help the most. He knows the inside of the fort.
Yuri, that's it.
Yeah, you got the right character. So
I didn't remember Yuri, but I got Russian defector down.
Yeah, you're right. Bang on. Wow, you got. I was off to a strong start.
Because he's doing all the where they have the map laid out.
That's right. What possible way out of the fort is there if Rambo makes it in?
Sewer.
If we get in there, is there another way out?
Underground, where is all the bad water. I do not know words for this place.
He means sewer.
Sewer, bang on. I said tunnels.
I'd say partial credit to that. I mean, it is in tunnels. Even Yuri's like, I don't know what the word for this is. It's where the bad water goes.
Oh, yeah, you're the judge. Underground, where the dirty water is, to quote the sewer. I just put tunnels underground. So
I count yours, man.
Okay. I'll take it.
I'll count it.
Why does Rambo refuse to go to Afghanistan with Troutman? Now, I haven't looked at the answer, but I want to hear your answer first. I'll give you what I had. It'd probably be the same thing.
I went with his war's over. He's fought his battles. He's not a soldier anymore, basically.
I don't know what you think about this place, but I like it. I like being here. I like working here. I like belonging to something.
I said the same thing. I haven't looked at the answer. I said, yeah, he's happy. He's at peace with what he's doing. He's helping the people. He doesn't. Yeah. He's not the warrior, because that's when Troutman goes, yeah, you are. This is the part of the movie that bugs you. This is actually the biggest bone I have to pick with this whole film is Troutman saying, no, you're a cold-blooded killer, dude. Story always will be like, whoa, talk about needling this PTSD. Like, what did you think about that sequence?
So I heard you and J-Man talk about this. Number one, I love the analogy he gives. To me, it's one of my favorite sculptor things where we just chipped away the rough piece. It's a great analogy, but you made a great point. It completely contradicts part one.
Yeah.
You're not a killing machine. You're not going to go out, and destroy this town and level it. You can't.
It's over, Johnny. It's over, Johnny.
Yeah. Now, the flip of that is he is capable of it, but it does suck that it's like, now we need you to be that guy. Yeah. So you are that guy. I'm 50-50 on the line right there. He's not wrong, but it's kind of fucked up that he's throwing it back in.
It's something I only caught on as I gotten older, as I've just became more of an adult and see the world in adult ways. I'm like, that's kind of a dickish thing to do to a guy who's trying to heal.
Yeah. To actually hunt him down. That's like part two, where they're like, we punched your name into a computer and your name, everything, you're the name come up and everyone else is dead. Well, I wonder why they're all dead, because they're the only one people that can do this.
There's 3 names that came up. Were the other 2 dead?
Yeah, he was the only one still alive to do the mission in part 2. So the computer picked him, but this one's like, Troutman's like, I'm going to go and I don't want to go. If I was Troutman, I'd be like, if Rambo's not going, I'm not fucking going.
Yeah.
Especially when you see him at the end, like, Troutman, you are a wet trout at the end of this movie. You're not doing a whole lot of fighting or anything in here.
Oh, man. All right. The answer from Rocco was he believes his war is over. Yeah. Okay.
Nailed it.
And the last one is true or false. While Rambo is fighting, he loses his necklace. True or false?
False. He gives it to the kid.
That's right. Beauty, brother. So that was fun. Oh, yeah. What's your score? Sorry.
I only missed 2.
Well, you beat me. I mean, not that you're really trying to beat me.
No,
but you beat me. You got 8 out of 10. I got 7 out of 10. Yeah, I was doing much better than I thought. That I got 3 wrong in a row.
You got me on the years, which I threw it at dart, and then I swore there was more than 100 guys there, but I was counting the horses, as part of their crew. The 500 kilometers, I'm taking that as my big win. That one nailing.
That was awesome. That was bang on. I was like,
right out of the gate. I don't know numbers. I don't listen to that part in the movie. I don't care how far away it is. Blow it up.
So where are you from?
I'm from Virginia, Southwest.
Okay.
Part. Yeah, right in the mountains.
All right. So you actually said kilometers, which was interesting. So look at you giving the proper metric for outside of the U.S.
They said it enough that I was like, okay, it's probably going to be in some kilometer type thing. So
now, do you know what that is approximately miles? You don't take a guess? I do a lot of this transferring over because I'm Canadian, so I have to do it.
So let's see, a quarter mile's 1340. Is a kilometer like a third of a mile, something like that? 3,000 feet, something like that.
Close, 310.
310 miles. Yeah, okay. So it's like 2/3.
Yeah. If you're doing 30 miles an hour, it's about 50 kilometers an hour. So
yeah. I was trying to remember my speedometer because we actually
have
kilometers on the speedometer. It's like, where's the little numbers at when I'm at the big numbers over here?
That's awesome. Virginia. Okay, well, that's it. That's how we do things on the Nothing is Over segment of It's a Long Road podcast.
Heck yeah.
Charlie, you were an absolute blast and pleasure to have on. I appreciate your energy. And
this was fun.
Let people know again where they can find you.
I am on Give Me Back My Action and Horror Movies. We're on Spotify, Apple, every podcatcher out there. Just type in Give Me Back My Action and Horror Movies. My secondary show is on that channel, so B Action is there. The main show comes out every Tuesday, and B Action comes out every other Saturday, except this month. We're doing Nothing But Action all of July, and we're doing every Saturday with B Action. So, yeah, ton of content coming out. By the end of the month, we'll have 10 episodes pumped out.
Wow.
Ready to rock.
Busy.
So, yeah.
Busy. Love it. I love it. I love the enthusiasm. Love that you guys are carrying on the action, and that's fantastic. All right, Charlie, again, it's been an absolute joy and pleasure to have you on, but unfortunately, this episode is over.
Nothing's over. Nothing. You can't just turn it off.